Chapter 7, News from Springtown. Pushed-in face? Someone told you I have a pushed-in face? Wow. The dog is almost as loud as Mouse, and he isn't anywhere near as big. Who told you that? Asked the Shih Tzu, running a circle around us. Who said I have a pushed-in face? I'll push in his face. Mouse and I look at each other. It's hard to say whether this is a stranger Goldie heard about or not. He is short and stocky, and well, he does have a sort of pushed-in face, but he's clearly not Muffin. Nobody told us you have a pushed-in face, I say. The dog we're looking for has a pushed-in face. Who are you looking for? The Shih Tzu asked. He's calming down a little now. What's his name? What's your name? My name's Serge. I'm Buddy. The more I say it, the more I believe it is my name. This is my friend Mouse. Hi, Buddy. Hi, Mouse. Serge lifts his paw. You guys aren't from around here either, are you? Where are you from? I'm from Springtown. Springtown? That catches my attention. That's where Kayla's grandma lives. It's where Kayla and her dad went when they left me at Barker Bob's. Are you from there too? Serge asked. Did you get caught in the tornado? Tornado? There was a tornado in Springtown, I asked. Yes, Serge replies. Have you ever been in a tornado? The one that went through Springtown was the loudest, scariest thing I ever heard. It sounded like a freight train, but it was really a big swirling cloud, big as our whole block. It roared through the town and picked up cars and trees, even houses, and threw them down like they were nothing. That sounds terrible, Mouse says. I agree. I've seen tornadoes on TV, but I've never seen one in real life. What was it, really a bad tornado? Did anyone you know? I ask. Mouse moves closer to me. You know, if your humans died, he said, you'd feel it. He's right, of course, and I don't feel as though Kayla and Dad, and I can't say the word, I can't even think it. But I know something bad has happened to my humans. That's what I feel. I don't think anyone died, Serge says, but the town is in a bad shape. A lot of humans lost their houses, including my humans. They were dogs and cats wandering around the town without any food or water or a place to sleep. It was awful. What happened? Mouse asked. How did you get here? The dog catchers came, Serge says. They caught a lot of us. They lured us with food and water. Then they put us on trucks and drove us to different towns. I was one of the lucky ones. I escaped from the truck. I didn't know what happened to dogs who didn't escape. I wonder if they ended up at the POUND. I don't talk to anyone from Springtown when I was there, and I didn't hear about any tornado, but the POUND is a big place. I certainly didn't talk to everyone. So what do you know about Springtown? Serge asks me. I tell him about my humans, my old humans. If they got caught in the tornado, that would explain why they never came back. Do you know the way to Springtown? I asked Serge. Can you take me there? All I have to do is bring Muffin to Kathy, bring Jazzy to Connor and Mom, and then I will be ready to go. Serge shakes his head. It's too dangerous to go back there right now. Too dangerous? What kind of dog lets a little danger stand between him and his humans? My humans could be hurt, I say. They could be hurt bad. I have to go to them. I have to help. If they hurt, you won't be able to get to go to them, Serge tells me. Not if they're in a hospital. Dogs aren't allowed in hospitals. You'll probably get picked up by a dog catcher if you try to go in. And if you get picked up by a dog catcher, you will end up anywhere. How are you going to help your humans then? If you get picked up by a dog catcher in Springtown, you might never see your old people or see your new people again, Mouse cries. That would be bad. I drop to the ground. The grass feels wet against my belly. I don't know what to do. I want to go to Springtown, but I don't want to get picked up by a dog catcher and taken to a strange town. Will you go back to Springtown someday? I asked Serge. Sure, as soon as it's safe to go back, Serge says. How will you know when it's safe? I ask. I check the network, he says. The network is how dogs talk to each other and get news. One dog sends a message to another dog who sends a message to another dog who sends a message to more dogs. Until then, there isn't a bad place to hang out, Serge says. It's easier to hide from the dog catcher here than it is in Springtown. I've got a bed in those bushes over there. Sometimes people come along and feed me, and there's water on the other side of those houses. River water? Wouldn't you rather live in a house, I asked, with humans? Maybe he could come back with me and Jazzy and live with Connor and Mom too, especially if it's just for a little while. Then when it's safe, Serge and I can go to Springtown together. No, I actually prefer the outdoors now, Serge says. That way I know if a tornado is coming. That doesn't sound like a very good life to me. I know what you're thinking, buddy, Mouse says. But remember, I'm an outdoor dog. It's not so bad. I kind of like the freedom. So do I, Serge says. But I still be happy to see my people again. The sky is growing lighter. You can hardly see the stars anymore. Mouse yawns. You know, he says, if we're going to find your friend tonight, we don't have much time. Mouse was right. If we're not back soon, our humans will probably call the dog catcher on us. It's hard to think about Muffin and Jazzy when I got one step closer to finding out what happened to my humans. But I don't want to go to Springtown and get caught by a dog catcher. I can't solve the case of the missing people right now, but I can solve the case of the mixed-up Mutts. Let's find Muffin, I tell Mouse. She must be close. Who's Muffin? Sarge asks. I give him a short version of what happened with Muffin and Jazzy. Have you seen a pug anywhere around here? Pug, Serge says. Now that's a dog with a pushed-in face. Hey, I think there's a pug in the house that smells like oatmeal cookies. I love oatmeal cookies, I say. That's my favorite food. Mine too, Serge says. I haven't met that dog. She hasn't been at that house very long, but if she's the dog you're looking for, she might not want to go back to her humans, not if there are oatmeal cookies at her house. I think she'll want to go back, I say. Who wouldn't give up cookies for their real humans? But I could be wrong.